While Spider-Man smokes, the mayor fumes. David Chick's crane-top protest above Tower Bridge for fathers' rights has brought the Mayor of London into head-on confrontation with the Met. Chick has caused chaos for commuters as traffic has not been allowed across Tower Bridge, the main arterial route into the city, since Friday. The Mayor says it's completely unacceptable.
I've spoken to Sir John Stevens. We agree that this is completely unacceptable and action has to be taken to allow Londoners to be able to move around their city and not be held to ransom by one individual. And I'm anticipating an announcement from New Scotland Yard later on today about what action they will now take to deal with this problem.
The Mayor has heard nothing since he made that statement this morning. David Chick remains on the crane with a bird's-eye view of desert roads. He's involved in a bitter battle with his former partner for access to his 4-year-old daughter. But commuters say he's holding Londoners to ransom.
It took me an hour and a half yesterday to do a quarter of an hour journey.
Fathers for Justice campaigners believe David Chick is intent on carrying on with his protest.
David said to me just now before I've come across to you that if one child gets to see their father as a result of what he's done today and this past few days, then he'll be happy.
I'm not sure there is a quick, easy fix to this. I think it's more a sort of gradual changing of attitudes from people to an understanding that children do need both their parents and they do need to spend good and happy times with both of them and know both of them well as they're growing up.
David Chick remained defiant tonight, determined to sit out his week-long protest high above the Thames. When he does come down, police say he'll be charged with aggravated trespass and causing a public nuisance.
Definitely, mate.
He doesn't fall off, we're making sure that no one goes up there, apart from especially trained people who are there, and if he doesn't want them there, they go up there and bring him down forcibly. But the dangers as a result of that are not worth the cause. We have a duty in relation to his care, we have a duty in relation to the police officers that go up there, and we have a duty in relation to anyone else underneath. To go up there, as you can see at the moment with those wind conditions, it's extremely dangerous to do so. There are specially trained officers with harnesses going up there, the gentleman's walking backwards and forwards. It is not a viable option, in my opinion, for any officer to go and try and bring that person down by any other means than at his own time and support him bring him down carefully.
Now the group is saying they've offered to let a cab, crane driver or whatever the word is, go up there, fix the crane off in a position where it's safe and away from the roads. He'll stay in the cab, therefore his protest could continue without this kind of a disruption and closure. Why haven't you taken them up on that offer?
We have crane operators that are here and on the site, and there are advisors in relation to the safety aspects of that. If we were to lock the crane in one particular point, if the winds reached a certain wind speed, the dangers of the crane potentially being knocked over or blown or damaged as a result of that are not worth the risk. That's why we have not done that at this time.
And what about these extended closures? I understand it's going to even larger areas going to be
No, the closure will not be any larger than it is now. This is as large as the closure will be, and there is no need to increase it any larger than this. We are wherever possible we can, we're being flexible with the business communities. We have outer cordons and inner cordons. Inner cordons are in the specific area around the crane itself, as you are sit here now. This is as far as anyone can get close to it. On the other side, where people need to get into St Catherine's Dock, we have an area there which is open for people to come in for the business community. As soon as we can open them, we will open them. As soon as a demonstrator comes down, and he's been told this, he's been told the public nuisance that he is causing, and the moment he descends from that crane, the cordons will open as long as he comes down safely.
Presumably the moment he does descend, he's in quite a lot of trouble with you lot as well, isn't he?
He will be arrested when he comes down, yes.
And has he said when he's going to come down?
No, he hasn't.
And right way to be handling things?
It's the safest way we can possibly handle it. Currently we have a gentleman, as you know, that has climbed the crane. He's entered the property and trespassed the process of doing that. He's climbed up to the very top. He's been up there before. He knows what he's doing. He knows as soon as he comes down safely the roads will be opened. He also knows that the crane moves within the wind. As the wind picks up, the crane moves in all directions. Originally the crane was over Tower Bridge. It's now been moved by the wind into East Smithfield, and the wind, as it can change at any moment, can blow the crane either way. So as a result of that, we've had to put in cordons which has put pedestrian and vehicle people away from that crane. We apologise for any inconvenience in relation to that, and we will open those as soon as we possibly can to minimise the disruption to Londoners. At the moment we have to do that in relation to their safety.
I think the ship docking. Is there any way of locking off the crane so that it doesn't move?
No, we have looked at that option. We've discussed that with the site managers and also crane operators working on the site. It is an option to do so, but it's a dangerous one to do so. You could lock the crane, which then reduces its arc. However, when wind speeds get to a certain aspect, it then becomes dangerous. It's actually safer for the person that's up there, and we have a duty of care to that person that's up there to enable that crane to be free movement in relation to the wind, which is what we're doing at the present time. Now, technically, yes, that is possible to do so. However, the dangers to that are not proportionate to that tactical option being considered. As you can see from what you have seen up there, the rope team going up there now to do the health and safety visit, the gentleman is moving backwards and forwards. In relation to that, he has no safety harnesses on. Our officers going up there obviously have safety harnesses. If the person was to move away from them, you end up in danger of possibly him slipping, falling over, hurting himself, or even worst case scenario, the person falling off the crane itself. Those risks are not worth it. We will not do that.
And when he does come down, this time he's going to be arrested and charged, because last time he wasn't.
He will be arrested when he comes down.
And charged?
That's not in my hands.
Why not?
Sorry, no, rewind that. Yes, it is. Sorry, I thought he was convicted. No, yeah, when he comes down, yes, he will be arrested, and with the evidence that we have now, yes, he will be charged. Sorry,
yeah. The reason I'm here, I came last Saturday, and I come from Essex, so I don't live round the corner. But I think the guy is a real brave guy to climb up that crane to prove a point. He's not only proving a point for himself, he's proving a point for lots of fathers who haven't got access to their children. And I honestly believe in equal rights. I know mums are mums, but also dads are dads, and they've got the right to see their children.
I'm a member of Fathers for Justice, and it's a shame that we have a system in the family law in Britain that forces some parents to put themselves in that position to see their children and for their children to see their parents. I lost mine through no fault of my own, and I'm not as brave as him, but I'm here respecting him for what he's doing. You know, his kids are worth it. Kids are worth it.
But what I'm saying is maybe they've opened it from there across the bridge to the south side.
You know what I mean? They're not. I lost a relationship with my children in 1990. Yes.
going up there and getting down on it. No one has gone up there. If you watch the news, it tells you everything you need to know.
It's a difficult call because if the wind changes, it's
I haven't had a bus. I haven't joined you on Tuesday. I'm joining you.
we're at Spider-Man is